Some viewers are content to enjoy a movie as the script presents it, but there are others who try to read beneath the surface and discover another layer to the story. It's common for die-hard cinephiles to concoct theories about some of their favorite movies, but not all of them fall within the boundaries of logic. That said, certain ones do hold some weight under close examination, which could change the way viewers watch some of the all-time classics. Next time you watch one of these titles, try to keep these hypotheses in mind. Here are 10 crazy fan theories that actually make sense. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Traveling to a factory where they make candy is a dream for many children, but Willy Wonka's is kind of a nightmare. Several of the golden ticket recipients meet their ultimate doom while taking the tour.
Where did it lead to?
To the furnace.
The furnace!
And the deaths may not have been accidental. Some fans believe that Wonka is actually a sadistic child murderer, pointing to the choreographed Oompa Loompa musical numbers as evidence.
Shall we roll on?
There's also the matter of the horrifying boat ride, which does not have an extra seat for the recently departed Augustus Gloop, implying his demise was on purpose. Apparently, Mr. Wonka wanted to teach Charlie some important life lessons before giving him the factory. Ferris Buellers Day Off. Ferris Bueller's adventure through Chicago is great, but there's no denying it's a bit fantastical. How could Ferris, Cameron, and Sloane make the Windy City theirs for a day? Doing everything from attending a baseball game to crashing a parade. It's possible the events never happened for real. A popular theory states that the movie takes place in Cameron's head. He created Ferris as a cool, fictional friend and bases Sloane on a girl he has a crush on. This would explain the Save Ferris mantra that sweeps through Chicago like wildfire. Cameron is imagining a world where he is the center of attention.
This may very well be for real.
Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. After Tim Burton's darker sensibilities made Batman a blockbuster franchise, the campy tone of Joel Schumacher came across as jarring and quickly derailed the series.
What the hell just happened?
Why were the installments so inconsistent with each other? There might be a good reason. Some fans suggest that both of Schumacher's entries are movies that are released within the Batman movie universe, meaning Bruce Wayne could go see Batman Forever in theaters.
Is everybody paying attention?
Believers in the theory point to the increased star power, such as Jim Carrey, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and George Clooney, as proof, as well as the ridiculous tone. In Gotham City, Mr. Wayne has become a joke for people to laugh at.
Bummer.
Aladdin. Based on its setting, Aladdin looks like it takes place in the past, but it could actually be a dystopian future.
I think then you would be most rewarded to consider this.
The main point of emphasis is the genie's line where he mentions he was trapped in the lamp for 10,000 years, which could possibly make the year 10,300 AD. There's also the matter of the genie doing impersonations of modern celebrities, lending credence to the idea that he's been around for a very, very long time. It's a fun idea to consider, and while we may never know the truth, it gives Aladdin a sci-fi undercurrent that makes it more magical than it originally was. There may have been a method to Robin Williams' madness. Harry Potter. We may never know why Harry kept spending his summers with the Dursleys, even though his aunt and uncle were so cruel to him. But one fan might have uncovered what made Harry's extended family so evil. The theory proposes that Harry's status as a Horcrux, something that possesses a part of Voldemort's soul, corrupted the Dursleys during their time with Harry. When they first took the boy who lived in, they were a nurturing, caring couple, but fell into darkness due to Voldemort's influence. Horcruxes throughout the Harry Potter series are shown corrupting people, so there could just be a tragic undertone to Uncle Vernon and Aunt Petunia. Back to the Future. The DeLorean is one of the most recognizable and iconic vehicles in movie history, but what if it was more than a time-traveling car? One theory suggests the flux capacitor makes it a living machine that saves Marty's neck more than once. For instance, why does the car coincidentally break down right by the perfect hiding spot outside of Hill Valley? Why does the engine stall during Marty's trip back, only to miraculously start up so the timing is just right? There's also the matter of it breaking down when Marty gets back to 1985, preventing a time paradox where Marty would meet his past self. Now, we love Doc and Marty, but their car was the real hero. Star Wars. Stormtroopers are constantly mocked by Star Wars fans due to their inept ability to hit their targets. For trained soldiers, they aren't very effective in combat against the heroes. There might be a good reason for that. According to a fan theory, the troops were ordered to let Luke, Han, and Leia escape so Darth Vader could track the Millennium Falcon and learn the location of the Rebel base. Once the Falcon leaves the Death Star, Leia remarks that her rescue was easy and floats out the idea that the Empire is tracking them.
It's the only explanation for the ease of our escape.
Easy? You call that easy?
They're tracking us.
Not this ship, sister.
So she could be onto something. After all, the Stormtroopers had no issues shooting down rebels in the opening sequence. Skyfall. Javier Bardem's Silva was one of the best James Bond villains in years, bolstered by the intrigue of his history with MI6. Some suspect that his relationship with the organization ran deeper than the typical employee-employer dynamic. There's some evidence pointing to the belief that Silva is M's estranged son. The villain frequently refers to the character as Mommy.
Mommy was very bad.
And his coded message, "Think on your sins," is an anagram for "Your son isn't in HK," a reference to Silva's mission in China. It's also clear that Silva was a favorite of M's before Bond, and Silva seems full of grief talking with her. This may not have been a run-of-the-mill betrayal. Titanic. Jack and Rose is one of the greatest Hollywood love stories ever conceived, and their heartbreaking end could be even worse if a certain fan theory proves true. Some believe that Jack isn't real and is a figment of Rose's imagination she creates to deal with her abusive fiancé Cal. This would explain why Jack only exists in Rose's memories, and no records of him exist in the modern day, so it's intriguing to consider. On the flip side, Jack spends time interacting with several characters other than Rose, so he might have been a real person all along. It's a mystery we'll never truly solve. Return of the Jedi. Long before the Gungans, the Ewoks were the kid-friendly alien race that angered Star Wars fans. Many were dumbfounded by their ability to take down the highly resourced Empire in the Battle of Endor, swinging the tide of the Galactic Civil War. But there might be more to them than meets the eye. Viewers who like the Ewoks defend the cuddly creatures by saying they're actually vicious, bloodthirsty monsters. Remember that they were going to eat Luke, Han, and Chewie for dinner before Luke made C-3PO levitate.
But I do believe they think I am some sort of god.
The Ewoks are well versed in hunting and know how to take down their prey. They don't seem so cute now, do they? Those are our picks for movie theories that make some sense. Which ones did we miss? Sound off in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see our latest videos.